When coping with anxiety, self awareness is so vital because it helps you to know when you're your best self, when you're struggling, and when you need space to regroup. This is a time to also make your family and close friends know that you're having a rough patch and you need their understanding, especially if you're normally the one that's handling many tasks. My faith is very vital to me coping with my anxiety. It's one of the number one things that help me cope. And I think that I wouldn't be the person that I am today without my faith. And so when I am experiencing anxiety, that is when I hone in on my faith and I pray. I make sure that I avoid isolating myself from my loved ones and my well meaning friends because when you experience an anxiety, that is one of the first things you want to do is isolate yourself from others. Another way I cope with my faith is by meditating on ways that I can become closer to my creator and also seeking examples that are similar to mine's, whether it could be Bible examples from the past or modern day faithful examples that I have in my community. But also having Bible quotations also brings me comfort. So I definitely encourage anybody who is dealing with anxiety to definitely get closer to your faith and find out the truth about God. One of the ways that helps you to deal with anxiety is expressing yourself through communication, whether it be a trusted friend or family member, a therapist, or a psychiatrist, but having someone that you're able to have a protected space where you don't have to worry about someone judging you off for their own opinions, what you may have told them. This place of private and protected space should be some place where you can regroup and pull yourself back together. So definitely having that self-care of pulling yourself back together with communication. Oftentimes, when you're dealing with stressful situations, you instantly start feeling self doubt and forget about the good things that have happened in your life and feeling like people are attacking your character. And instantly, I know I get instantly irritated. And so, this is times where that therapist comes in and will help you to kind of regroup and help you to be aware of different things. And maybe you may need another way of maybe needing medication. Nothing wrong with medication if you need it. You know, you definitely getting medication is also helping you to have self care. Hygiene is so important. When you take a shower, brush your teeth, wash your face, those small things, which is so important because, for one, you don't want to be smelly around other people, but also you don't want to be uncomfortable. And when you're not clean, there's no way in the world somebody can be comfortable not being clean. So you definitely want to clean yourself up, brush your hair, try to make yourself feel beautiful or handsome because this is going to help. And when you smelling good, that water hits your body and it just makes you feel so regenerated. You definitely want to make sure that during times when you're anxious and having anxiety or maybe you're depressed, whatever the case may be, you are definitely maintaining your hygiene. You also want to make sure you're being physically active. Walking is so great. When I'm stressed out, that is one of the things that I definitely stick to is walking. You know, whether you walk far, maybe around the block, um, go to the mall if weather permits. If it's not good outside and you want to go to the mall, but you definitely want to get that walking in. Help that will definitely help your mood as well. Make sure you're eating a balanced meal. you definitely want to make sure you're eating all 3 course meals, or at least doing something that's going to have high vitamins, especially during times that you having anxiety, because you're going to already feel tired, and not eating properly is going to make you feel even weaker. And make sure you incorporate that water into your diet. I'm telling you, I'm not a water girl, but it definitely helps you to feel stronger and feel, water is just amazing. Having anxiety and being a wife and mother leaves you with no room to stay down long. You definitely have to work on ways to take care of yourself so that you can get back to caring for your family. This is an essential time to practice communication. Create codes of communication, such as letting your spouse know that you're not your best self at the moment. It's best to explain and set up this arrangement when you are at your best self, as this can be very frustrating during an episode. Most people want to protect their loved ones and solve problems for you, but having an action plan can actually help lessen some of the additional stress that comes with communicating and having a family during times of anxiety. Making sure your children also have an outlet is essential. Maybe your kids can go over to a trusted family member or friend's house while you are recovering or recuperating from your anxiety. This is also essential because you don't want your children to have to grow up too fast having to worry about their parent. I know that I was that child that had to worry about how my mom was feeling, but I am very transparent when it comes to my children. So when necessary, they do pick up and start helping. Business still goes on. How can you still maintain your business during stressful times? The magic word is plan. Since you don't know when you're going to experience that episode, such as anxiety, planning ahead of time will be so much more beneficial to you during difficult times than it is during a regular time. When you are going through stressful events or anxiety, this is where you may lose focus and you may get off task. And so having a calendar, either electronic and or paper, will actually help you to stay on task. I have a calendar that I actually schedule my appointments, post events, and income producing activities ahead of time. This actually helps me to prioritize my tasks, and then if something was to come up where I'm not able to be my whole self, I have the necessary info written down. Now, you also need during those times is also to see what needs to be done or what can wait until you're really fully yourself. Sometimes posting certain things will actually make you feel more anxious and worried about what somebody may think about a post than posting it. So maybe that post can wait until another time. You definitely want to protect your business because your business represents you. So if you are off, then it will show, and then customers and potential teammates will also see it. Scheduling posts is really great in a Facebook when you have a business page or group page, and I have that in a different video, but it's super helpful. That way, you can already have these things already built in, and you can schedule a month out. I also have a journal that I actually keep quotes for future posts. I also keep certain things such as like YouTube videos that maybe what I want to do in the future to make a video. And then during those times, you can actually make a video. But also events. Events is great because it helps you to get out of your own head and focus on meeting new customers and potential teammates. It's always important to remember that there's more happiness in giving than it is in receiving. So even during times when you're anxious and you're going through something, you can still give to others even though you need to provide self-care to yourself. So I hope this was helpful to someone. And this is just some things that I do. Is not the all cure, and is not the only thing that you need to do in order to help you to maintain your anxiety. But these are just some tips that I use and has been beneficial to me. All right, until next time, bye.